you can become a better cheerleader. Paige would also like to thank your coaches.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Warsaw High School, the site of tonight's Section 5 boys basketball matchup between the host, Warsaw Tigers, and the visiting York Golden Knights. My name is Alex Brasky, here alongside Mia Laughlin, who will be running the scoreboard tonight on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Thank you for joining us, and it should be a good game between two talented teams. York comes into this game at 16-2. Warsaw enters at 14-4, although York did defeat Warsaw by 21 points not that long ago on January 20th. So if a previous matchup tells the story, Warsaw, a tall task in front of them tonight in the Golden Knights. Before we get too deep into tonight's broadcast, we'd like to show you the cheerleader being honored down on the floor. And really what we want to show you is those t-shirts. On one side, it's the young lady as a child, as a Warsaw youth cheerleader, and on the other side, as you see some of her family members turn around, a more recent photo. So congratulations to that young lady honored tonight, and really congratulations to her family for putting on quite the show with the t-shirts. But we move along here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Once again, Warsaw taking on York. But first, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, and that is, of course, Casella Waste. Are you looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste and check out their great rates on local waste removal. Casella is your #1 provider for all your waste and recycling needs and is always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Also, Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York. Dr. George Vito has over 30 years of experience and strives to deliver the best ankle and foot care that Western New York has to offer. Podiatry services for Leroy, Buffalo, Dunkirk, Batavia, and the surrounding areas. Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York has the physicians to turn to for reliable ankle and foot services in your area. Visit them online at www.ankleandfootcentersofwesternnewyork.com or call today, a location near you. Also, Genesee Community College, Genesee, your path. GCC offers 60-plus affordable academic programs and over 120 scholarships for you to begin your next journey. Apply for free online at genesee.edu/apply. Also, Notre Dame High School. When the Notre Dame administration asked their students why they loved Notre Dame High School, the same word was repeated again and again, and that word was family. At Notre Dame, students develop authentic relationships with nurturing teachers, dedicated coaches, and administrators committed to their mission. At Notre Dame, students thrive in the physically and emotionally safe environment where they learn to take chances and push their academic abilities. That's Notre Dame High School in Batavia. Also, Competitive Edge Spring Basketball Training. Registration is now open. CEB training sessions begin Wednesday, March 8th at Mount Morris Central School. Register online at www.competitiveedgebasketball.org. Any questions? Please contact Josh Harder at 233-4004. Also, Berkshire Hathaway and licensed real estate salesperson Jessica Best, your best friend in real estate. Serving you in the Glow region, Monroe County, and beyond. That's Jessica Best of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Also, Bubba's Landscape. Do you need landscaping services for your home or business? Count on Bubba's Landscape in Leroy, New York. Working on residential and commercial landscapes throughout Western New York, whether you need your driveway shoveled or new flower beds for your front lawn, you you can count on their superior attention to detail, timely completion, and competitive rates for any type of landscaping work you may need. Get an estimate today. Call 585-768-6578 to schedule landscaping and lawn maintenance for your home or business. Also, Crazy Cheap Cars. Crazy Cheap Cars is the ultimate in price and selection. Find your next vehicle at crazycheapcars.com. Crazy Cheap Cars carries the largest selection of over 150 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs of any dealer in the Genesee region. Call at 585-948-8000, or better yet, they'll see you right here. Also, Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower. And they are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website, www.empiretractor.com, or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds in Batavia. Also, we'd like to request your attendance tomorrow. A time change in this game, 1 p.m. at Wheatland Chila, as they will host the Attica Blue Devils on the Wildcats' home floor. That's 1 p.m. Saturday on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. So we're getting set for tip here between York and Warsaw. It should be an interesting game between two talented teams. A 21-point win for York over these Tigers on January 20th. But Warsaw looking to hold serve on their home court here tonight. It was a good game during the JV contest, a game that went to overtime. So that's why we're experiencing a bit of a late start here tonight. Warsaw won the JV game. We'll see if they can sweep the night with a win during the varsity contest. Once again, Alex Brasky and Mia Laughlin with you here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network, expecting what should be a good game, and we'll take a quick break as we await tip here at Warsaw. All right, we are getting set for tip between Warsaw and York. Captains meeting at midcourt. 14-4 Tigers taking on the 16-2 Knights. York coming off 5 straight victories, all within the Livingston Conference. That followed a loss at the hands of Geneseo on January 21st, the day after these Golden Knights took down these Tigers 79-58 at home. The day after, York went on the road, fell to Geneseo by 7 at SUNY Geneseo, but they've since gotten back on track, ripped off 5 straight wins that were all expected victories, and now a little bit more of a tall task facing the Golden Knights in their final 2 games of the season, as they face the Tigers tonight, and then they'll face the Avon Braves, defending champions within Class C, on February 15th. These Golden Knights are also defending sectional champions, so they'll be looking to defend their title in just a few weeks when the sectional tournament kicks off. On Warsaw's side, they are coming off a victory over Calmum on February 3rd. Prior to that victory, they suffered a disappointing defeat at the hands of Mount Morris, 72-71. So we'll see if Warsaw can get back to a winning streak here with an upset, what would be an upset victory over York. Warsaw's losses this season have come to Mount Morris, York, Geneseo, Byron Burgeon, while York's 2 losses have come to the hands of Geneseo and Hornell. So, like I said, both of these teams battle-tested. All teams are at this point of the season. Only 2 games to go for each side. And we're expecting a good one here on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network coming up shortly. 1.5 minutes remaining in warm-ups before we get down to action. I was greeted graciously by the Warsaw team tonight. I was showered with apparel, Mia. 2 t-shirts coming my way, one of which with a paw print in the middle reading 32 minutes of controlled chaos, which is a playoff. The old, I believe, Arkansas team, 60 minutes of hell, back in, I think, the 80s. And also, welcome to the jungle with a tiger in the center. And then on the back, an interesting design, the New York State shape with a tiger eye in the middle and then a paw print where Warsaw is on the map. And it's striped like a tiger as well with boys basketball underneath. So 2 great t-shirts coming from Coach Fenstermaker and his Warsaw boys, so much appreciative of them. Never turn down a free t-shirt, Mia. Never. And we get set for introductions. We'll take a look at the Warsaw mascot here tonight. Certainly an interesting mascot. Oh no, he took his head off.
All right, now kindly rise and play for national anthem.
And respectfully, the Warsaw mascot is taking his head off for the national anthem, as we pause for a moment. All right, so we'll check back with the mascot as the game goes on, but he did respectfully remove the headgear for the national anthem, so we appreciate that. And here are the starting lineups for each side, beginning with York. Joe Bauer,
Number 5,
Maddox Timothy,
Number 11,
Connor Rodwell, Timothy, the lone senior in the first three. Tyler Brady, a junior as well. And Jake Pangrazio, also a junior. So one senior in the starting lineup, Maddox Timothy. The rest are juniors for the Golden Knights. And here we go. The excitement building inside the jungle, Mia.
Number 0, down by the sea, Bailey Shell. Number 4, 2-bit,
Bailey Shell led things off.
Number 5, 52, Johnson Myers.
Followed by Quinn.
The club man,
Patrick Klump.
Number 22, Deuces are wild, Jake Saudi.
And Jake Saudy. For the Tigers, DQ Johnson Myers and Saudy, the two senior captains for this Warsaw team that enters at 14-4. York at 16-2. We're getting ready to jump it up. So here we go. First quarter about to begin. Ball is up and into the hands of the Golden Knights. Maddox Timothy controls the first possession for York. Tries to get it underneath to Connor Rodwell, but it's tipped out of bounds. Although it will stay with the Golden Knights. Warsaw coached by Travis Fenstermaker. York coached by Ed Orman Jr. Two experienced coaches. Should be a good chess match here at Warsaw High School. 3 ball out of the hands of York's Jake Pangrazio. No good. And now here comes Warsaw the other way. A missed opportunity at the rim from Patrick Klump. And quickly comes York. Maddox Timothy breaks the seal on a 10-foot jumper in the lane. York ahead 2-0. Pressure defense being applied by York in the early going. A bit too over aggressive as Bailey Shell is fouled on his way toward the basket, but foul is called on the floor. That will give the Tigers the ball underneath. 3 ball. Good! Wynton LeBrock puts Warsaw on top. Warsaw returning fire with some pressure defense of its own. Maddox Timothy from the parking lot, no good, off to the right. Here's LeBrock at the top of the key, setting it up for Warsaw, hands it off to DQ Johnson Myers, who will bark out instructions. Klump tried to find his way into the lane, but was closed off by Timothy. York in man-to-man in the early going. LeBrock shuffles it over, and Klump couldn't knock down the 3. Here comes York quickly the other way. Outside, Brady tried the 3, no good. And a travel after York came away with the rebound. So York once again with that passive three-quarter court press and a travel as LeBrock took too many steps into the lane. Brady into the corner for Timothy, no good. Rebound chased down, but it's ripped away by Pangrazio, who steps out of bounds. So Warsaw will end up with it. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. It remains a 1-point lead for the Tigers. Slow start for each side offensively. Defense has been the story through the first 2.5 minutes. Saudi inside. Can't get the touch. Here's York, nice pump fake. Inside, and Bauer finishes. Saudi tried to shuffle it over to Klump, who was forced to save it from going out of bounds. Throws it out of bounds. It will go back to the Golden Knights. That's what some pressure defense can do to a team. It can get you out of sorts and force some errant passes like that. Inside, and a finish for Connor Rodwell. York increases its advantage. It's up to 3, nearing the midpoint of this first quarter. Shell tried to bounce it into Saudi, but it was taken away by Rodwell. Here comes Timothy now on the run. Timothy to Pangrazio. Forces his way into the lane. Tried the left-handed finish. And a nice box out and rebound for Bailey Shell. Warsaw quickly up the floor to DQ Johnson Myers. Into the corner for Shell, who knocks down the 3. Warsaw answers, and we're all tied at 6 midway through this first quarter. Brady at midcourt, gets it away to Timothy on the wing. He'll try the 3. Too long, Rodwell on the rebound. Pangrazio for 3. No good. Rodwell again working the offensive boards, but that one's rejected by Saudi. There's Warsaw looking to regain the advantage. 3:30 remaining in this first quarter. Myers had it tipped away. Dahl will take it out on the side. Here's Klump in front of the Golden Knights bench. Inbounds to Shell. Tried to lob it over the top to Saudi, but Rodwell, controlling the paint thus far, knocks it out of bounds. It will stay with the Tigers. Rodwell's been a force on the offensive boards, and now here defensively for the Golden Knights. Nice move to the rim by LeBrock, but he couldn't get the finish. Loose ball goes to Brady, and now here come the Knights. Timothy, 3 ball. No good, out of the hand of Bauer. Out of bounds off Rodwell. Warsaw will take it back. That one taken away by the Knights. Sloppy offense there from the Tigers. Pressure once again wreaking havoc. Pangrazio along the baseline, and an offensive foul. Klump hits the deck. The charge taken by the Tigers forward. And that's Pangrazio's second foul of this first quarter. He'll hit the bench with 3 minutes to go. Into the game for the Golden Knights is Parker Bonafide, excuse me. Klump gets the steal, can't finish at the rim. Timothy fouled underneath on the rebound, so the Knights will have it now. So we're all square at 6 still. With 2:20 remaining in the first. 3 ball, no good, out of the hands of Bauer. Tough rebound there from Klump. Here comes Warsaw. Johnson Myers for 3, no good. Nice pass inside from Bonifade. Right back out from Rodwell. Timothy had it rejected by Klump, but it bounced on the end line before he had a chance to save it. So it will stay with York here. Bauer to the high post to Rodwell. Outside to Timothy for 3. Maddox Timothy, his second three-pointer of this first quarter, and that gives York a 3-point lead. York wanted the over and back call to no avail. Maddox Timothy finishes at the rim through the contact, and now Warsaw will look to go quickly with numbers, and they convert as it's Bailey Shell at the rim. 1:10 remaining now. And a lot of contact as Shell forces Bauer to the floor, but Bauer able to finish through the contact. Nice finish there from Bauer. He'll head to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. York leading by 5 now. 1:11 to play in the first. And 3-point play converted by Bauer. There's that York pressure once again, wreaking havoc, and another turnover committed by the Tigers right in front of the Warsaw Cheerleaders, doing a fine job here tonight. Don't see cheerleaders around this section as often as you used to, so when we do see them here cheering on their respective boys basketball teams, I'd like to give them a shout out. Bonifade up top off the wiring. That's going to be out of bounds. It'll go back to the Tigers here, with York holding that 6-point lead with 51.7 remaining here in the first. This is York's largest advantage of the game. We were deadlocked at 6 for a while. That one tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Warsaw. Klump out to LeBrock, back to Klump, back to LeBrock. Finally a ball reversal. Klump on the opposite block. Nice ball movement there from the Tigers to open up the weak side. Johnson Myers saves it from going out of bounds. Brady comes up with it. And that one tipped away once again by the Tigers guard. An active defensive possession here for DQ Johnson Myers. 9 seconds remaining in the opening frame. 4-point lead for York. Timothy for 3 from the wing, no good. If you're Warsaw, you cannot give him that much space. He's about as automatic a shooter as you'll find in Section 5, and if he's given room from anywhere within about 35 feet, he can knock it down. 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Bonifade lobs it into Bauer. Off the dribble, tries the 3, off balance, no good. Klump traveled before the horn, but the ref blows it off. And we head to the first intermission here. We'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, that is, of course, Casella Waste. Casella is your #1 service provider for all your waste and recycling needs. It is always putting your waste to work. Also, the Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York. Ankle and Foot Centers has the physicians to turn to for reliable ankle and foot services in the area. Visit them online at Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York.com or call today a location near you. Also, Genesee Community College, Genesee, your path. GCC offers 60 plus affordable academic programs and over 120 scholarships for you to begin your next journey. Also, Notre Dame High School. Students develop authentic relationships with nurturing teachers, dedicated coaches, and administrators committed to Notre Dame's mission. Students thrive in physically and emotionally safe environments where they learn to take chances and push their academic abilities. Also, Competitive Edge. Basketball spring training is now open. CEB training sessions begin Wednesday, March 8th at Mount Morris Central School. Register at competitiveedgebasketball.org. Any questions, please contact Josh Harder at 585-233-4004. Also, Jessica Best, your best friend in real estate, serving you in the Glow region, Monroe County, and beyond. Also, Bubba's Landscape. Do you need landscaping services for your home or business? Get an estimate today. Call 768-6578 to schedule landscaping and lawn maintenance for your home or business. So here we are to begin the second quarter of play. We'll sync up our clock as soon as we can. A little bit of a late start due to a great showing by our sponsors here tonight, as has been the case throughout the season. I'd like to thank those sponsors for contributing and allowing us to broadcast high school sports as often as we do here at the Batavia Daily News. Saudi had that one ripped away, out of bounds off the Knights. It will stay with the Tigers here in the opening possession of the second quarter. Warsaw trailing it by 4. Johnson Myers to LeBrock up top. Back into the corner for Johnson Myers for 3! DQ Johnson Myers brings Warsaw within 1. Great start for the Tigers. Brady in the corner, drives to the basket, hanging, can't get the finish. Rebound goes to Klump, pushes it ahead to DQ Johnson Myers, who pulls it right back out and hands it to Shell on the wing. Inside to Saudi, drop step, off glass. Warsaw's in the lead. 6:55 remaining in the second quarter, and the Tigers have taken the advantage. Timothy down the baseline, a blocking foul called against Warsaw that will keep it with York as Pangrazio set to check back in with those 2 fouls. Bonifade will hit the bench. Pangrazio, a key contributor for this York team, can knock it down from the perimeter. Also, the most well-sized athlete, along with Rodwell on the interior. And you see it here as they get it to him inside, but he can't get the finish. Klump saves it under his own basket. Cardinals sin, and Rodwell is there to convert on the mental error. A blocking foul called against Rodwell. The Tigers will keep it underneath. And let me elaborate on that. When you are on defense, you do not want to save the ball if it's going out of bounds under the basket, because that allows the offense to have 5 players on the floor while you are off the floor against 4 of your teammates. So it presents the offense with a little better opportunity. Also, saving it right under the basket typically goes to a player right under the basket. As you saw there with Rodwell, it was like taking candy from a baby on that layup. Bauer to Timothy, into the lane, up and under, no good. The Knights have had a number of opportunities near the basket. They have not been able to convert on a few of them. Offensive foul. LeBrock barreling over Bauer. And it remains a 1-point Knights lead with 6:10 remaining in the second. Great action in the early going. The Tigers holding their own against a team that beat them by 21 points in the first matchup between these two clubs. Bauer left wide open in the corner, but he can't knock it down. Timothy, nice position for the offensive rebound, but again, the Golden Knights miss an opportunity inside, but this one goes off the leg of Saudi, so it will stay with the Golden Knights. 2 minutes into this second quarter, 1 point York lead. Bauer collects the inbound, now into the hands of Timothy, guarded closely by DQ Johnson-Myers. Brady from the short off the inbound. And they got Brady a wide open look from the short corner. This time active hands from Timothy takes it away. Bauer from the block, left-handed finish. 5-point lead for York now. Dangerous territory for Warsaw as they turn it over again. Bauer pump fakes, gets Klump off his feet, absorbs the contact, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots. 5-point lead for the Knights. Bauer a chance to increase the advantage. 5:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Timeout called by Coach Fenstermaker. Where did we leave off? Don't think I read this one yet. All right, Competitive Edge Spring Basketball Training registration is now open. CEB training registrations begin Wednesday, March 8th. CompetitiveEdgeBasketball.org. Also, Jessica Best, Berkshire Hathaway, your best friend in real estate, serving you in the Glow region, Monroe County, and beyond. Also, Bubba's Landscape, 768-6578. Also, Crazy Cheap Cars, the ultimate in price and selection. Find your next vehicle at crazycheapcars.com. If we ever cut short like that, try to keep it in the fast forward. It sucks. Honestly, if you do that, you can just hit stop. And then next time you hit next, you can just leave the scoreboard something off. So 1 free throw made for York, and they increase their lead to 6. As we'll update our scoreboard here. Just wanted to update things off camera with our production crew. But Johnson-Myers, another offensive foul committed by the Tigers as Rodwell sneaks in there to take the charge. And we have blood. So we'll thank our sponsors. Sorry. Keep going. All right, now it just hits stop. And then the next time you hit next, which one did it leave off on?
The white one.
Okay. Next time it'll go to Bubba's when you hit next. So don't hit start next time. Hit next. So Pangrazio and Brady working together in the backcourt to bring it up for the Knights, and now Rodwell slammed at the rim by Shell, who shows good sportsmanship helping him up. But an 8-point lead for the Knights. Things getting away from Warsaw here, nearing the midpoint of the second quarter. And Rodwell converts on the 3-point play. Klump and LeBrock bring it up for the Tigers. Saudi looking for room inside. Rodwell's done a nice job against him inside. Saudi, one of the top scorers for Warsaw, as he collected the loose ball before he threw it away. Nine-point game. Tigers trying to remain close here. In my opinion, if they can keep it within 10 going into halftime, they're in good position. Shell, good takeaway there, but he can't finish at the rim. Another takeaway by the Tigers, and another missed opportunity. Klump misses the layup. LeBrock for 3. No good. 3 opportunities there for Warsaw in that possession, and they couldn't find the bottom of the net. Timothy inside to Rodwell. Right back to Timothy. The give and go down the lane line and the finish. Double-digit lead for York. Dangerous territory for the Tigers. LeBrock into the front court. Nice job beating the press. And Rodwell takes it away, an errant pass as they tried to get it inside to Saudi. Bonifade back into the game for York. Rodwell has it in the corner, wide open for three, and he knocks it down. Another timeout called by Warsaw. York is ahead by 14. 3:20 remaining in the second. Boy, did that happen quickly. Also, we'd like to thank Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. Empire Tractor is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower. And they are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website, empiretractor.com, or visit in person right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds. Also, we'd like to remind you, tomorrow, a time change in this game, 1 p.m., Wheatland Chi-Li taking on Attica on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. Alex Brasky and Mia Laughlin here with you. It's been all York over the past minute and a half. It was tied for much of the first quarter. York took a slim lead going into the second. Warsaw worked their way back and took an advantage. But now it's all York as they lead it by 14 with 3:20 remaining in the second quarter. York previously defeated Warsaw by 21 points on January 20th. So Warsaw, a big job in front of them as they look to stem the tide here down the stretch of the second quarter. DQ Johnson-Myers into the lane. Shell with it on the wing now. Loose ball goes to Bonifade. Off the dribble. Nice bounce pass into Rodwell. Can't get the finish. Collects his own rebound. Now it's into the hands of Pangrazio, who gets the finish. York dominating the offensive and defensive boards, and that's led to a 16-point lead. Johnson-Myers down the lane wildly. Saudi collects the loose ball, and he puts it in. And that ends an extended drought for the Tigers. Rodwell lost it out of bounds, bounced off the end line. Down to a 14-point deficit for the Tigers. A critical final 2.5 minutes here for Warsaw as they look to keep it close. Like I said, if they can cut it to 10 or perhaps lower going into the half, that gives them a chance coming out of halftime. This one skipped over to Johnson-Myers. On top, skipped over to Johnson-Myers. Inside to Saudi. Nice post play to Shell, and he's fouled, crashing to the rim. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. First shot missed by Shell. Critical miss there. When you're down by 14, you need everything you can get. Shell 1 for 2. Good adjustment. Bounced over to Pangrazio. Steps back behind the arc. Tries the 3. No good. Saudi, a tough rebound. Baseball pass up to a leaking Johnson-Myers, who can't get the finish. He overran the rim. He's forced to reach back on the attempt, but he couldn't get the finish. Brady on the other end, a long 2. And a 4-point swing there with Johnson-Myers missing the layup and Brady knocking down the long jumper. 15-point lead for York now. LeBrock will try the 3. Huge 3 for Quentin LeBrock. That knocks it down to a 12-point deficit. Warsaw trying to hang around here. Bonifade into the front court. Threw it away. Johnson-Myers, great hustle onto the ground, and he calls timeout to secure the possession for the Tigers. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with Casella Waste. Also, Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York, Genesee Community College, Notre Dame High School, Competitive Edge Basketball, Spring Training, Jessica Best, member of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Bubba's Landscape, CrazyCheapCars.com, and Empire Tractor. And a quick reminder to join us tomorrow afternoon, a time change from what you see on that graphic, 1 p.m., Wheatland Chili hosting Attica. And that is a Section 5 boys basketball matchup. We haven't had as much girls basketball as we'd have liked to this season due to scheduling. Ball coming up next week. Breakdown of what to expect coming up. In the past, we've really split it down the middle here at the Batavia Daily News. This year, it hasn't worked out that way, which has been a bit of a disappointment. The ladies deserve just as much play as the boys here, but like I said, just due to scheduling and competitive balance and connection issues and all the like, it just has worked out that we've ended up doing a bit more boys basketball than girls basketball this winter, but that will soon change a bit, as we do have Newark versus Dansville on Monday. That is a girls basketball matchup. We also have Avon versus York on Tuesday, which is also a girls basketball matchup. And then we'll also have more girls basketball to come during the sectional tournament. You're doing that with somebody else if you're comfortable with that. If not, it's okay. The Monday game. We can talk about that in a couple minutes. 45 seconds remaining. Critical free throws there for York. It's now a 10-point game before Maddox Timothy speeds down the lane and gets the finish above the rim. Shell down the lane. He has it taken away. Saudi dives after it. A jump ball. It will go back to York. A critical turnover committed by the Tigers as they had a chance to cut it back down to a 10-point deficit. So now a critical defensive possession for Warsaw as they look to keep it right here. York, with the shot clock off, will likely look to be patient here. Brady in the corner. He'll pull it back up as the Knights will look for the last shot. 10 seconds on the game clock. Here comes Brady down the lane. Nice pivot. Can't get the finish though. Saudi let it bounce. Miscommunication between him and Klump initially, but now Klump came up with it. Over to Johnson Myers. And Warsaw, not knowing the score, or excuse me, the time, allows time to expire without getting the shot off, and they'll head to halftime with a 12-point deficit. It could be worse for Warsaw, but it also obviously could be a little bit better. We'll see how things fare for the Tigers throughout the second half. Looks like we'll have a performance from the Warsaw cheerleading crew here at halftime. We'll leave it live for their performance here in just a few moments. Alex Brasky, Mia Laughlin on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Mia, your breakdown of the first half.
Well, first quarter was very defensive, offensive game. Second quarter turned into an offensive game, and we saw York really heat up in their play, and maybe Warsaw little loosen up on the defense.
Now, how about this cheerleading performance we're about to see? It's sectional time, so these girls should be at their peak performance here. What are you expecting out of the cheerleading? What do you know about Warsaw cheerleading? A talentically? You're from the
looks of it in these mats. They've definitely got some practice going, and I look forward to seeing what they got to show.
All right, so here we go, getting set for what should be a thrilling performance at halftime from the Warsaw cheerleaders. We take a quick break. Sports Network. Worried about you?
She gets mad when there's no service, and I don't.
You don't by chance know the score for Billy and
Did I hear Full disclosure, the music got messed up. What a performance through some adversity. Mia, before you take a quick break, how about the adversity that they pushed through? The music didn't work at first, still able to put forth one heck of a performance. After that slip up with the music, they didn't make a mistake the whole time.
Well, the show must go on, as they say. They definitely know to keep going, and they put on a great show after that.
All right, we officially take a break, and now we'll allow you to watch, I believe, the JV cheerleaders. But myself and Mia are officially off the clock for the next 5 minutes. All right, we're back here at Warsaw High School, the site of tonight's Section 5 boys basketball matchup. York leading the host Tigers by 12 at the break. We'll see if Warsaw can mount the comeback over the final 16 minutes. Alex Brasky and Mia Laughlin here with you for the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. As Jake Saudi gets the scoring started for Warsaw here in the third quarter, and they cut it to 10. As I said in the first half, this is where I think Warsaw wanted to be going into the second half. Within 10 points or less, a chance to mount a comeback, and that's exactly where they find themselves. And if they could remain within striking distance over the next several minutes, that can set them up for a late game push and perhaps an upset victory, but they will have to overcome what's been a fine performance from York thus far. They started a bit slow, but certainly heated up during that second quarter. And now they lead it by double digits, and these defending champion Golden Knights are. But Timothy had that one taken away by Klump as he goes tumbling out of bounds. And Warsaw will take back over here. Once again, we'd like to commend the cheerleaders for their performance at halftime. The music skipped on them to begin with, but they fought through it. Did a great job, and I did not see the completion of the JV's performance, but I heard good reviews. Saudi with 4 quick points here in the third quarter, and that has Warsaw within 8 now. Timothy threw that one off Pangrazio. Klump collects the loose ball. Going the other way to the basket, and he lays it in. 6-0 run for the Tigers to begin the third quarter. And it's down to a 6-point deficit with 6:30 to go. And we thank our sponsors once again, Casella Waste, your #1 service provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Also, the Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York. There's no need to suffer with ankle and foot problems. Also, Genesee Your Path at SUNY GCC. Also, Notre Dame High School, recognized for the 16th consecutive year as your #1 secondary school in Genesee, Wyoming, and Orleans counties. Also, Competitive Edge spring basketball training. Enrolling now at competitiveedgebasketball.org. Also, Jessica Best, a licensed real estate salesperson at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Contact her via email at realtorjessbest@gmail.com. Also, Bubba's Landscape. All mulch is triple ground at Bubba's. Brown hardwood, black diamond, red oak row, mushroom compost, topsoil. You can get it all from Bubba's. Also, crazycheapcars.com. We'll see you right here. Do my best Mike Ognebeen impression. 6.5 minutes to go in the third. York goes quickly down the floor, but they can't get the finish. Warsaw finding their momentum here in the third quarter. It's been a 6-0 run to start the frame as Shell bounces it into Johnson Myers, who slides out of bounds under the basket. Bauer down the lane, bounces it into Rodwell. Rejected by Saudi. Tigers have upped the energy on both ends of the floor to begin the third, and it's paying dividends. Long lob into Bauer. Rodwell from the high post, no good. York has been off the mark to begin this third quarter. And you see Bauer with tissue stuffed in his nose. He was leaking blood from his face earlier after being knocked by an arm or an elbow. Shell inside to Saudi, who now has 6 points in the frame. It's down to a 4-point York lead. And a foul committed by the Tigers in the backcourt. Here comes Warsaw. They lost by 21 points to York on January. Timothy, nice pass to Pangrazio, who lays it in. Beautiful look from Maddox Timothy to stem the tide for York. LeBrock, jab step three, no good. Pangrazio on the rebound for the Golden Knights. And a foul underneath. And that one taken away by Warsaw. Saudi having a great second half after a slow start to this game, really asserting himself here in the third quarter. A nice job by Rodwell defensively against Saudi in that first half. Really took one of the Tigers' top scorers out of the game. But as is typically the case with a talented player like Saudi, you can only take him away for so long. Saudi against two players tried to forge his way through them. Bauer among them, also onto the court for the first time tonight for York is Ryan Brady, who's in there guarding Saudi periodically now. And a travel. That one tipped away by Klump, but right into the hands of Brady before it's rejected by Saudi. Here comes Klump to the rim. Left-handed finish. Warsaw within four once again. What a run from the Tigers, and it's all started on the defensive end. Brady around the rim and out. Saudi on the rebound. There's a lid on the rim for the Golden Knights. And Saudi finishes from the left block. 2-point ball game. To the rim goes Bauer, no good. Saudi tips it to Shell. And Warsaw with a chance to tie or perhaps take the lead with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Down by 2. Klump in the lane, out to LeBrock, wide open three. LeBrock knocks it down. Warsaw has regained the lead. Timothy for three. Big time players hit big time shots in big moments. And Maddox Timothy did just that just now as York needed that desperately. Johnson Myers with it. LeBrock inside to Saudi. Probing for room, fading away and connecting. Saudi with 10 points in the frame. And we're all tied at 40. Tyler Brady for three. Excuse me, a long two, and he knocks it down. York is back out in front. A seesaw battle going on at Warsaw High School. Back and forth we go. LeBrock for three, no good. And Timothy collects the rebound. Off the dribble, and he's fouled. Ryan Brady will take a break. Rodwell back into the game for the Knights. Tyler Brady knocks down the 15-footer from the wing. York. And Rodwell comes out of nowhere to reject it. Pangrazio to the rim. A bit of a stiff arm. No call. And York on the second chance gains the 6-point advantage. LeBrock has it tipped away. Saudi there to collect the loose ball. Kicking down Brady and able to rip it away. Here come the Golden Knights. Pangrazio from the wing for three. No good. Shell on the rebound. He had it ripped away by Tyler Brady. Rodwell diving to the floor. Passes it to Pangrazio, who finishes at the rim. Just like that, York is back out in front by 8. 30 seconds remaining in the third. A critical possession coming up for the Tigers. Klump, loose ball. Rodwell has it. Still rolling around. Shell with it now. A tie-up on the... and a technical foul. Shell has been assessed a technical foul under the basket. And an emotional moment here at Warsaw. Things are getting chippy. And it looks like York is going to have 2 free throws and possession following the technical foul assessed to Bailey Shell. Pandemonium here at Warsaw. And Maddox Timothy, usually a knockdown free throw shooter, unable to convert on the first technical free throw. York will have possession following the second free throw, which Maddox Timothy also misses. Your senior captain, who's typically money from the free throw line, misses 2 big ones there. Scoreboard sponsor. No, hit next. Hurry. No, never mind. You're okay. Never mind. So here's York with an 8-point lead in possession. The shot clock is off with 15 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Brady at the top of the key to Pangrazio for 3. No good. Saudi had the rebound knocked away by Rodwell. Out of bounds off the Golden Knights. 6 seconds remaining in the frame. Klump, desperation heave, no good. We head to the fourth. It's an 8-point game as Warsaw has come storming back in this second half. We'd also like to thank Empire Tractor, your local New Holland dealer. Also join us tomorrow, time change from this graphic. 1 p.m. is your scheduled tip-off between Wheatland Chili and Attica. Once again, Alex Brasky and Mia Laughlin joining you here at Warsaw High School. It's been an exciting game within the Livingston Conference. The Tigers hosting the Knights. The Knights previously defeated Warsaw by 21 on January 20th, but the Tigers holding their own. They cut it down and took the lead during that third quarter, but as they have all night, York came storming back, and they now hold an 8-point advantage on the Casella Waste scoreboard. Casella, your local waste and recycling service provider, 585-308-0662, or you can visit Casella.com. So it should be a good finish here. Emotions building within the gymnasium at Warsaw High School. A technical foul recently assessed to the Tigers, but both free throws missed by York. has kept the Tigers unsure of who it went off of, and we're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to go to York. Eight-point game. Brady for three, no good. Shell flying in for the rebound. Critical possession for Warsaw here. They need a bucket. The mascot has made his triumphant return, but still with his head off. Shell in the corner for three, no good. Timothy into the corner for Brady now. The Warsaw faithful getting into it. Rodwell for three, no good. Nice box out from Klump, who secures the board. Saudi, nice rebound on the other end, and he converts the second chance opportunity. 6-point game. We have a double foul assessed to both teams' number 5, DQ Johnson Myers and Maddox Timothy underneath on the block. And a bench warning has been assessed to Coach Fenstermaker. Emotions running high. 6-point game. 6.5 minutes remaining. Timothy dives to the floor. Pangrazio to the basket. Rejected by Saudi. Second chance, no good. Here come the Tigers now. Klump to LeBrock for three. Air ball. Saudi, no good. Pangrazio collects the rebound, and a jump ball created by Klump from the backside, and it will stay with the Tigers now. Three ball, good! Klump for three! And Warsaw's within three with 6 minutes remaining. And a foul called on the Tigers. And Coach Fenstermaker incensed. He's gonna have to be careful. He's already been assessed a warning here. Few of these fans really need to be careful, getting a little bit over top with the criticism of the officials. And Johnson Myers is fouled out. That's 5 personal fouls on DQ Johnson Myers, one of the hearts and souls of this Warsaw team, which has plenty of both all over the floor, and he is emotional with his team trailing by 3 in a critical Livingston Conference matchup. He's fouled out of the game. And it's really been the 5 starters for Warsaw throughout this contest. So now Gabe Call into the game in a big spot. 3-point game is another free throw missed by the Knights, but York takes it back in a blocking foul as Klump couldn't get in there in time. Boy, this has been a physical ball game. We've had blood, we've had sweat, we've had tears, saliva flying everywhere. Emotions running high. This is high school basketball at its best. Just want to make sure the fans keep themselves in check here tonight. .541 remaining, and Brady knocks down the free throw to put York ahead by 3. 3 fouls now against Klump. Four-point lead for the Knights. Brady makes it 5. Timeout called by York's coach, Ed Orman Jr. And once again, we thank our sponsors, beginning with the Ankle and Foot Centers of Western New York, your hometown foot and ankle care now in Batavia. Genesee Community College, apply for free at genesee.edu/apply. Also, Notre Dame Junior Senior High School. Discover the difference at Notre Dame. Also, Competitive Edge Spring Basketball Training, enrolling now. Contact Josh Harder at 233-4004. Also, Jessica Best. You can call her at 585-409-8734. That's Jessica Best at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Also, Bubba's Landscape, Walkways, retaining walls, hardscapes, landscape, tree, and shrubs, bed maintenance, and lawn care and fertilization. Bubba's can do it all. Crazy Cheap Cars. Call them now, 585-948-8000, or stop on down in Oakfield, New York. Also, Empire Tractor. We're here to help you grow. EmpireTractor.com. Also, join us tomorrow. A time change from what you see on this graphic. Wheatland Chili will be hosting Attica at 1 p.m. on Saturday. That's Wheatland Chili versus Attica, 1 p.m. tomorrow. 5:41 remaining quarter. Warsaw points just 3 weeks ago. Alex Brasky and Mia Laughlin here with you on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Tigers with possession, facing that 5-point deficit. Brady tipped it away. It'll stay with the Tigers, though, as Klump will take. And Rodwell collects the rebound for York. And an offensive foul! LeBrock misses the 3, hustles back, takes the charge, and it goes back to the Tigers. Here comes Warsaw once again. Possession here. 4.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. What a ball game we've had for you on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network. Brady gets it away to Bauer. Still with those tissues stuffed in his nose after he was knocked in the face, which created a bloody nose earlier in this game. And a foul underneath as Call a little bit too aggressive with Timothy in the post. York now in the bonus. 1-1 for Maddox Timothy. Already missed 2 critical free throws on the technical, but able to make the adjustment and knock down the front end of the 1-1 here. Six-point lead now for York. 4:23 remaining. Timothy 2 for 2. 7-point lead now. Nice pass to Saudi on the weak side. And a good response from the Tigers. Cuts it back down to a 5-point deficit. We've reached the midpoint of this fourth quarter on the Casella Way scoreboard. And Warsaw still well within contention. Timothy from the block, no good. And Call comes away with the rebound. Tigers up the floor. And into the hands of LeBrock now. Up top to Klump. Back over to Call on the wing, lobs it into Saudi. Working against Rodwell, who goes tumbling to the floor. Offensive foul. Charge taken by Rodwell. What a defensive performance from Connor Rodwell working against Jake Saudi tonight. He's been his kryptonite. 3:42 remaining in the fourth. 5-point game. Warsaw has given York all it can handle here tonight. Timothy from the block. Good defense provided by Call, but Timothy able to collect his own rebound, and he'll head to the line now after, I believe, Saudi commits another foul. That's 2 quick fouls on Saudi. That's, I believe, his 4th, and it is. One more will disqualify Saudi here tonight. DQ Johnson-Myers has already been disqualified due to 5 fouls. Timothy, 3 of his last 3 from the free throw line. Timothy, no good. Klump, top of the key. 3 minutes to go. Listen to this crowd here at Warsaw. Rodwell on the wing, passes up the open 3. Brady all the way around the world to Pangrazio, who returns fire. Big 3 for Pangrazio, and it's back to a 6-point Knights advantage. And Klump throws it away. Timothy with the takeaway. Pangrazio working for room, gets it away to Rodwell, who takes the open 3 and knocks it down. 6-point spurt for the Knights. It's a 9-point lead for York. 8-point lead for York, excuse me. 2:15 remaining here in the fourth. We take a quick break. All right, on the Casella scoreboard, 2:15 remaining. It's an 8-point lead for York. The Tigers have taken every blow that they've been dealt here tonight and responded. We'll see if they can do the same down the final 2:15 of this ball game. DQ Johnson-Myers is fouled out for Warsaw here tonight. Before he fouled out, the Tigers had really only gone with 5 players extensively throughout the game. Shell to the basket. Rejected from behind by Pangrazio, but it looked like there was body contact from the front side, and that's going to send Shell to the line. Shell knocks down the free throw. Shell 1 for 2. Rebound goes to Brady. Bauer, nice pump fake to the rim. Bauer coming alive here. We hadn't heard from him in a while. But Warsaw quickly the other way, and Saudi with the left-handed finish. 7-point game, 1:30 to go. Warsaw needs to up the pressure and create some turnovers. But they seem to be laying off on defense. Pangrazio in the corner. Rodwell up top to Bauer, all the way around to Brady. Back up to Pangrazio. Bauer, Rodwell looking inside to Timothy. Nice defense inside from Call. Pangrazio for three, no good. Timothy on the rebound and smartly pulls it back out. Warsaw may have to foul now. Bauer to Rodwell, fouling. Now they do. 53 seconds remaining. 2 shots coming up for York. 7-point lead for the Golden Knights. And that's Shell's 4th foul. Shell has 4. DQ Johnson-Myers has fouled out, and Saudi also has 4. What a Herculean effort here from the Warsaw starting 5. Outside of DQ Johnson-Myers, who fouled out, these other 4 have gone the distance. Great conditioning shown by this team, giving York everything it can handle. And a timeout called by the Golden Knights after 2 free throws converted. And we take a quick break. 9-point lead for York, 53 seconds remaining. .54 seconds remaining. 9-point lead for York. Last gasp attempt here for the Tigers, who have put forth quite the effort, and they throw it away. Bauer to the rim, count the basket. 3-point play opportunity coming up for Bauer. That could be the dagger, as the Tigers simply have run out of gas here tonight. Bauer knocks down the free throw. 3-point play converted. 12-point lead for York now. 40 seconds remaining and another turnover committed by the Tigers. And Call commits the foul. Like I said before, the score does not tell the story here tonight. Warsaw took the lead early in the second half, gave York all it could handle. They're going to end up losing this game by double digits, but like I said, that is not telling of the effort put forth here tonight by Warsaw. A team that lost to York by 21 points earlier this year. To have the lead in the second half, that's quite the accomplishment. Shell tries the 3, knocks it down. That brings it down to a 10-point deficit. And Warsaw calls off the Dogs. What a performance from Warsaw, but York just a bit better. They improved to 17-2. The defending sectional champions will march on toward a matchup with Avon next week. That will also be shown on the Batavia Daily News Sports Network on Wednesday night. We'll see you next time.